lie to you, honey? Oh, no, no, no. But I don't always tell you the whole truth, like every single itty bitty detail all at once. There's just not enough time for all that. Also, for the same reason, I work on not digressing too much. Finally, giving the little bits of truth at a time is how I tell the story. So I normally would leave out the fact that if I had a better grasp of it, this video would be about the hyoid bone instead of the rima glottis. And I haven't yet mentioned that since I often use music to express things in class, each of the videos this week started off with at least one song lyric. Oh, and then there's the part where I reveal that I started the 9 Days series at the beginning of this year because I was determined to do this series and some upcoming videos. I was making space. Yes, today is all about will, determination, expression, and creating space. So bring your awareness to the space at the back of your throat. That's what the rima glottis is, the space between your vocal cords. Inside your larynx, there's the supraglottis between the base of your tongue and the vocal cords. Then continuing down the larynx, there's the glottis, which includes the vocal cords and the rima glottis. Finally, just below all that, there's the subglottis, which continues down through the tracheal opening. The shape of the rima glottis, that empty space at the back of our throats, changes based on what we're doing. What we're doing changes the position of the vocal cords or vocal folds, which vibrate when air passes through the rima glottis, producing sound. So, if we're at rest and breathing normally, the rima glottis is a narrow wedge shape. When we speak or sing, the larynx contracts and expands accordingly, shrinking and widening the rima glottis. When we whisper or practice Ujjayi pranayama, most, but not all, of the rima glottis is closed. Different tones are determined by the length of the vocal cords, as well as the position of the neck, and the rate at which the empty space narrows and widens. All of these factors can be determined by age, gender, and health. Emotionally, energetically, and symbolically, the fifth chakra is the throat chakra. It includes the inner workings of the throat, like the supraglottis, subglottis, and the glottis, which again includes the rima glottis and the vocal cords, plus the thyroid, parathyroid, hypothalamus, trachea, cervical spine, mouth, teeth, tongue, and gums. And of course, the hyoid bone. All of this is related to personal will and determination, how we express ourselves, and our creativity. Anna Judith and Carolyn Mace both highlight our ability to make choices and create space for our dreams. Consider for a moment how your determination to make things happen is connected to where you started in life, the friends you make along the way, how you see yourself, and how or if you offer your heart and your gifts to the world. In everyday life, you may not think about how breathing is connected to your throat. However, every day, your throat is an important part of breathing. And breathing is an essential part of Hatha Yoga, the physical practice of yoga, regardless of the style or tradition. In fact, breathing with awareness is the fourth limb of the yoga philosophy. Matthew Sanford wrote about the importance of breathing in Waking, a memoir of trauma and transcendence, and he emphasizes it in every practice. Bruce Kramer and Kathy Wurzer wrote about it in their book, We Know How This Ends, Living While Dying. In particular, Kathy described her first adaptive yoga practice at Mind Body Solutions and her reaction to Matthew's instructions to breathe into the spine. And Bruce described having to breathe with a BiPAP machine during practice. Their healing stories are great reminders that if you can breathe, even with a machine, even with some frog or glossopharyngeal breathing, you can practice yoga. This is my fifth offering for the 9th annual Kiss My Asana Yogathon that benefits Mind Body Solutions. Let's do yoga, share yoga, and help others. Oh, and And for those of you following the 9 days series, I'll see you in 9 days.